Nothing structural. Let's all stay out of jail. Let's not have to answer to the judge. Let's set the standard for the industry for great ethics in photography, because unfortunately, this isn't a topic that is taught in any real estate ethics class that I ever took. Hello everybody, Brett Getman at Red Hog Media. I'm just going to do a quick little video. We're going to do a better job of doing little videos. Tip Tuesdays we've been doing, but we're going to expand on that and offer relevant content to our industry as a whole, specifically to you and some of the things that we're seeing in the industry. But also my hope is that these videos might even go beyond Phoenix and Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and Spokane, Washington, the areas that we serve. So today's topic is going to be ethics in real estate photography, specifically photoshopping, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. So just to put this in perspective. So, you know, we've been shooting in both states, Arizona and Idaho. My background, as well as Lauren's background, we were both real estate agents. I've had licenses in both Idaho and Arizona and have sold homes in both states. And what I've noticed, even as recently as 2019, the real estate exams don't really talk at all about the ethics at play within media as it relates to real estate listings. There's a lot of ethics courses out there, and of course they are a core requirement to renew your license, but there's very little discussion about the ethics in terms of photography. You might get a test question about copyright, which we will do a separate video on, but today we're just going to hone in on the ethics, specifically with photoshopping and some best practices. And the reason why I'm mentioning this might seem like hey, this is basic, but I kid you not, we get probably a request about once a week for, sometimes it's a seller, and sometimes the seller will do it in front of you, the realtor, and we have to have a difficult discussion. So today's topic will be twofold. Maybe some things that you can say to your seller to just manage expectations. And then of course, if you don't know any better, we'll have the discussion right here. This is a perfectly good format. You can post in the comments, call me with questions, but our policy about photoshopping photography. So here goes. Quick and short of it is, you don't want to request, nor will we, Photoshop or repair any defects that are structural. Our photos, pre-listing photos that you're used, as you may refer to as MLS photos, their sole job is to procure a buyer. So if there's some things that are unsightly about a home, it's okay. We're not documenting the defects with pre-listing photos, with MLS photos, with marketing photos. We want to make the home look its best. So it's perfectly okay to, in my opinion, and again, this is all my opinion, none of this is legal advice, but it's perfectly okay to shoot the home in such a way as to not draw attention, not draw the eye to an obvious defect. We can shoot the home in such a way to where those defects or those imperfections are not the focus of the image. So that's what we do. So pre-listing photos, MLS photos, as I've said, can often be part of the contract. We've seen situations where, you know, maybe there's a cash deal, there's no lender, and they want, you know, all the furnishings in the theater room, and so they'll reference an actual MLS photo. So the photos can become part of the contract. So it's important for those photos to be accurate, and of course it's important for your reputation to make sure that those photos represent the home with its best foot forward, but in its current market condition. We won't Photoshop anything structural, and we won't, basically the overall gist of the photo set needs to reflect the home. A best practice is to get all those repairs made before you order the photography set. That's the best thing to do. And I realize that some sellers, that's not realistic. This is, again, just my opinion. I'm just going to put this out into the ethos, but our policy at Red Hog Media is that listing photos shouldn't be more than 12 months old. That way we can ensure that the photos are accurate, up to date, and they do represent the home in its most current reasonable condition. Things can happen in 12 months, I totally know that, but at least it's a standard that we've set that will accommodate 4 seasons and typically accommodate the life cycle for most listings on the internet. Here's what we will Photoshop. We absolutely, if it's a gray day or a gloomy day, we'll make it a blue sky. In fact, this is real popular with our North Idaho clientele, is that we do a blue sky guarantee. There's no problems ethically, in our opinion, of making it a sunny day or making it twilight. Or if there's an old Jeep that's parked on the side of the home that won't start, we can Photoshop the Jeep out of the driveway. There's no problem with that. Hadn't been started in a week, and sure enough, on photo day, it couldn't get moved. Headshot photography, absolutely. Will we, if you hire us to do headshots, do we whiten the teeth a little bit, make a couple wrinkles disappear, maybe brush up a little bit of tan and on the face, that kind of thing? Absolutely. Do we get excessive? No, because again, you don't want someone to do a double take when they meet you for the first time in person based off your marketing photo. We even say that for headshots, that they should be within 12 to 24 months, depending on whether or not you've changed in the last year or two. So there it is. That's what we'll do and what we won't do. We'll make the sky blue, we'll make the sun shine, we'll remove certain things from a driveway. And I know I'm missing a couple of things, but nothing structural. Let's all stay out of jail. Let's not have to answer to the judge. Let's set the standard for the industry for great ethics in photography, because unfortunately, this isn't a topic that is taught in any real estate ethics class that I ever took. I hope that this topic at least works into those blocks of instruction and that required CE. We did this in probably less than 10 minutes. So it's that easy. Just remember, nothing structural, just a couple of other things that have nothing to do with the structural integrity of the property. Thank you very much, and have a great day.